my god, I have so much homework. Okay, but I should probably title this video like "Don't watch this, Michelle" or something, because that's my best friend at school, and like we did something kind of cool today, and I'm like really excited. I'm like, but I already started the book. Basically, we were talking. You probably saw it in the comments on my last video, but like we were talking about like our love for books, and she got the idea to start our own little book club. So like, it's just us. Well, I mean, like no one in our group really likes reading. Like, there's the junior in our group, Archel. I don't really know that much about her, but I don't think she really likes reading. Plus, we're not as close to her as we are. And then Eden, we're close to, but like she doesn't. She's like a dancer. She's like athlete kind of. She doesn't dance, and I mean she doesn't read much. And then there's Caleb, Mr. Socialite, and he literally gets bored in anything that doesn't doesn't occupy his attention much. I don't know, but he's just not a reader. And so we're both readers, and so we decided to start our own book club, kind of, sort of, just yeah. It's kind of cool, and I'm like kind of excited about it. I don't know. It kind of almost feels like we're like doing a thing where like you separate yourself from like other people, which is kind of fucked up. But like I'm not doing that intentionally, and so like I don't think we're doing it intentionally. So like I don't know. It's just I don't know. It doesn't feel like that, but like it kind of does feel like that when I think about it more. But it's not like intentional, and I keep burping, and like all day today I've been farting, and I don't understand why. Like I have no idea. Like I don't know what I ate, but like it's been making me gassy. Both burping and farting. Like I don't understand why, but it's happening. Bodily functions, okay. But anyways, we decided to go to the library and like find like a book that has like 2 books, and we found this one called Between, and it's basically about this girl who died, and she was really popular, and then now she's like trying to figure out like what like to do with her life, because she's dead. Whoa, she's dead, and she's like Miss Popular, so she like loves social interaction, she loves attention. Now she's dead, no one can see her, and like she's like, what the fuck am I gonna do? Like I'm like, what? The interesting part though is that like it's kind of hard to explain, but like she doesn't remember stuff unless like it's kind of like she doesn't remember much, but then what she does remember, it's because she goes like through these little like episodes where she like closes her eyes and then like zooms into a memory and like remembers that memory. And then there's also like subconscious stuff that she just kind of knows, but she's kind of confused because she doesn't know how she knows this stuff, and she doesn't remember anything else. So it's kind of like partial amnesia, but it's like, I don't know, it's weird. So she's still figuring that out, and then she's also like trying to accept that she's dead and being like, well, fuck, like what am I gonna do? Like I'm dead. I don't know when this is due. May 8th? This book is confusing. I mean, the library is confusing because look, they have like date due stuff, but like, do you see how many dates are on here? Like 2012, 2015, 2013, 2014, 2015, 2017, then 2018, which is this year. So I'm assuming that's my due date, which is May 8th. So, but still, that's kind of fucking confusing, but okay. Also, I was hella surprised because, like, the librarian, she's usually kind of, like, I mean, she's, like, kind of rude, but she's kind of just kind of, like, impassive, almost, at least to me and to other people, because, like, I know a lot of people who don't like the librarian, and, but my friend, she was so nice to her, and I was like, oh my god, like, wow, like, I've never seen this librarian be nice. I just thought she was kind of, like, impassive, and like slightly like rude, and like didn't really like her job. But like with Michelle, my best friend, she was like freaking like in love with her. I was like, oh my god, like why is she being so nice to her? Like my god. But yeah, that's cool. was also this poem book that I was reading, and then I finished today, and it's from like this girl who's like Dominican Republic, like she's from the Dominican Republic. Well, her parents are. She's like the immigrant, like I mean the second. What is it called? I don't fucking know how to explain it, but like whatever. She's like the second generation of Dominican Republic immigrants, and her parents are extremely religious, extremely Catholic, and she's not. She's like doesn't really know how to like where to fit herself, and yeah, I think I've talked about this book already, so like whatever. And it's just a really like heartwarming story, and like I cried a lot. it's really like very deep. And the cool part is like it's by poems. It's like poem by poem by poem, and it's so good. I love it. But anyways, I finished reading that today, but because it's from like this girl, like her parents are Dominican Republic, she's Dominican Republican. I don't really know what to call people who are from the Dominican Republic. Anyways, she speaks Spanish, and so like you would have like random sentences or list words or phrases that are like Spanish slang or just like straight up Spanish. And I was like, what the fuck does this mean? Like, what? And then there's even this whole poem dedicated to her mom, who that was in Spanish. And I was like, oh, I can't read this. I want to read this, but I can't. And I was like, fuck. So what I started doing was I started like highlighting the words that I didn't know that were in Spanish and like writing like the definitions in the margin. Which I know is probably like, oh my god, like blasphemous, like writing in a book, like, oh my god. But honestly, I think it just like personalizes it and makes it like nice, you know? Plus, I love books. Like, I love books when they're like really like fresh and like beautiful. Like, I love when they're really like new. But then I also love it when they're really like used and worn and like highlighted and drawn in and like dirty almost, but they're not really dirty and they're just like really nice. I just feel like books that are really worn are really nice, and I also really like books that are really new. So I don't know how to explain that, but like it's nice. So yeah, but then I was doing that, but then I was getting frustrated because Google Translate only does so much, and I didn't realize that I had a friend who spoke Spanish until later today. But then by that point, like my friend saw me reading this book, and she was all like, oh, like, you have something to read. I don't have anything to read. Like, I'm bored too. Like, get me a book. And I was just like, or she was like, ugh, I wish I had a book. And I was like, you know what? I have a book, because I had finished my other book today. And so I was like, I could give her my book. And then so I gave her my book. But I didn't get to finish highlighting and doing my margin writing, which I might just like hold on, because I have another friend who I promised to like give the book to borrow. So like I might, after my friend's done reading, because my friend's like me, she reads really fast. So she'll probably be done with that book by either tomorrow or Thursday. Today's Tuesday, right? It is Tuesday. So she'll either be done by tomorrow or Thursday. And and then after that, this weekend I plan on Saturday I want to go visit my friends, because like remember I talked about like fixing up my turtle's tank a little bit and like building like a little like area for him. And I tried doing that on my own, and it was just like very frustrating, and I was just kind of like, because like I don't know, I'm not artistic, and I just got frustrated with myself, so I couldn't do it, and like so I didn't get very far in it. And plus like it's more fun with my friends, plus like they're my best friends and they're also very artistic, so like they can help. So like so yeah, I plan on doing that this Saturday. And then Sunday I want to talk to my uncle about like going, because he wants to go like grocery shopping, but like again, I hate shopping. Okay, but he wants to go grocery shopping to this like Asian market for like specific vegetables that are like Asian vegetables. And so he wants to go there, but then it's like in South Sacramento, which is also conveniently in the same area as my tutor, which I actually need help with my tutor because I am struggling in math. Like, I am dying, boo-boo. Like, it's not okay. Like, it's one of those, like, it's that type of math where it's like, you have to fully understand it to be able to do it. It's not like where you can, like, half understand it and still be able to do it. Like, it's one of those maths where you have to, like, fully comprehend what's going on. And then, like, basically, like, this whole math chapter is basically, like, comprehending what's given to you. And then basically, like, barfing it back up and telling it to them just in a new, different way. So it's like they give the information to you in a word problem, and then you're supposed to give the same information back to them as a graph and a algebraic equation. And it's really difficult because you have to fully understand the question and then also how to convert it into a graph and then also how to convert it into an algebraic equation, which is really hard for me because usually, like, I skim through math with, like, a decent grade because, like, I usually understand most of it, and then, like, the other parts I can kind of, like, guess correctly on. But this one, like, you literally have to, like, comprehend everything and understand all of it completely and fully. Otherwise, you won't be able to do the problems. And it's really hard for me because I can understand it in the moment. I can understand it perfectly in the moment. And so then my teacher is like, oh, great, you're doing good. And then, like, when I'm home, like, I don't, like, remember, and it freaks me out. And, like, I can't do it because, like, the notes are not helpful because, like, the notes are literally just, like, repeating back what they said, but it doesn't really show you how it does that. And it's just kind of, like, you just have to, like, it's a lot of mental work, and mental work isn't written down, so it's, like, very fucking hard to understand, and, like, I'm a very visual, like, hands-on learner, and, like, that does not help me, mental work and memorization and shit. Like, I'm so bad at that, like, shit, like, I'm dead, like, I need help, but, like, and it didn't help that, like, my teacher literally gave me a summative and a quiz on Monday, and they were both on the stuff that we learned last week, which is the same stuff that we're learning now, which is basically just, like, regurgitating what information is given to you, but, like, knowing it in your head, comprehending it in your head, and not writing anything down. And I just, like, stabbed myself in the face. But, like, it's just very frustrating because I can't remember it very well. And then, lucky I'm not the only one who did really bad on it, because I think the majority of the class did really bad on it, because she gave us all a retake quiz. So I was like, okay, thank God. Like, I'm not that bad. Like, shit. I'm not the only one who's suffering here. But yeah, I'm just gonna, like, try and work through it, because I texted my tutor, and I was like, hey, can we do, like, a phone call session? Or, yeah, and then this weekend, like, I also said that, like, could we do, like, an in-person session on Sunday? But he hasn't answered me back yet, so I don't know. And then I also have to talk to my uncle about it, because, like, on Saturday, I want to go to, like, with my friends, and then also on Sunday, I want to do the tutor thing. So, like, I am booked with shit to do, and I have to, like, notify my uncle of that, because, like, I don't know. Yeah. But yeah, today was pretty good. It was okay. I don't really have anything else to say. I'm not, like, bursting with information today. At least not that much. I also have a shit ton of homework that I have to do, so that's great. Love it. Okay. Yeah. Although, to be honest, I don't really like this book that much, the Between book, because, like, the storyline where, like, a popular kid dies and then, like, comes back as a ghost and, like, is, like, learning and, like, becoming, like, a deeper person, like, is not a new concept. Like, lots of fictional, like, realistic fictional books, like, are based off of that. And, like, or a lot of them are, like, I don't know. It just, like, feels very, like, kind of petty and, like, weird. And, like, I can't really tell where the story is going, which is good, because I don't really like predicting, like, the end of the story. Although I do like mysterious, like, mystery stories, because, like, then you can predict what's happening, and then you can figure out if you're actually right or wrong, which is kind of fun to play detective. But, like, I don't really like this story because I can't really predict what's going on. which is okay because I kind of like that in books too. But then I also like, it's so petty that I kind of like don't really care what's going on. But I mean, it's well written, so like I'm gonna continue reading. And this book has like, I have a limit. Like I go through like at least 10 chapters before I give up on a book. Unless the book is so terrible that I can't stand it. But this book is not that bad. So I'm going to continue going until 10 chapters. And if I'm still not sucked into the book, I'm going to stop. And just tell my friend that we can, like, pick a new book. Or she can just continue the book on her own. We can pick a different book to, like, joint read. Because, like, I don't know if I can continue this book. But I'm going to try until chapter 10. And then if I'm still not hooked by chapter 10, then I'm going to give up on it. But I'm on chapter 5 now. So I have 5 more chapters left until I give up, so, like, it's okay. And then I also have a shit ton of homework, so, like, that's great. Yep. Actually, like, I'm slightly exaggerating with the shit ton of homework. I just, like, it's homework, and it's, like, in multiple subjects, so it feels like a shit ton of homework, but it's actually not. And I know in college I'm going to get a wide awakening of what a shit ton of homework is actually like. Because, like, I have a few friends in college, and they're just, like, their snaps are hilarious because they're just, like, oh, my God, like, 5 essays today, 2 due, like, Thursday or something. And I'm just, like, fuck, like, that's ridiculous. Like, that's insane. But I have a lot of English homework, and then I also have, like, some Spanish, and then some, math, and then also environmental science, because I had this diagram that I had to do, but I couldn't do it because, like, I didn't have it, and I thought it was because, like, I just, like, was, like, imagining that I had missing paper, but it turns out that I actually did have paper, and it was due today, but my teacher let me off because my partner, she accidentally stole my paper, and, so, like, it's not my fault, so my teacher gave me an extra day to do it so that I can do it tomorrow. Is that a scratch on my face? Yep, that's a scratch. Great, okay. I don't even know how I got that, but okay. Yeah, I don't really have anything else. Bye.